In this presentation, I am going to teach you how to draw the ray diagrams for 6 cases of convex lens. For that, I am going to use the graph sheet. If you use the graph sheet, you will get the accurate and precise ray diagrams. First, you draw the principal axis in the graph. The line what is drawn is called principal axis. Now I am going to draw the lens. Here, to draw the appropriate lens, here you take 3 centimeter in the upper portion and 3 centimeter to be taken in the down portion. Now this two end of the line that can be connected by means of a curved line. So you will get a clear lens. The shape of the lens will be good. So you can follow the method. Are you clear? So if you follow this method, you will get the accurate and precise lens like this. Now after drawing the lens, we have to mark the principal focus on other side. Let us imagine from the center, you take 3 centimeter. So you mark it here as F. Therefore the focal length is 3 centimeter. 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter. Here the marking is made. Therefore this is called as F. And twice of the F to be taken. If it is F means the twice of the F will be how much? 2F is 6 centimeter. This is 3 centimeter, this is 6 centimeter. So you mark it as 2F. Like that 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter can be taken here, and there also you mark another principal focus, and this is 3 centimeter no focal length. Therefore here you make another marking, that one gives you 2F. So in the first diagram, in the first case alone, I will be explaining. The rest of the cases I won't explain how to draw the lenses. Are you clear? Just you follow me. Now after drawing FF, 2F, 2F on either side, now the picture is ready. Now we can draw the ray diagram. Are you clear? Therefore the focal length of this lens is how much? 3 centimeter. Right from the center of the lens, are you clear, up to the principal focus, the distance is 3 centimeter. So the focal length of the lens which is drawn in the picture is how much? 3 centimeter. Now I am going to explain how to draw the ray diagram for 6 cases. Are you clear? Now we are going to keep the object at different positions. Are you clear? At different position, after keeping the object, we are going to get the image on the other side. After getting the image on the other side, after drawing the ray diagram, we have to describe what is the nature of the image. Okay, now we are going to draw the first case. In first case, the object to be placed at infinity. What is infinity? Any building or trees, whatever it may be, that is, they are very far from the lens. The rays which are falling on the sun rays, they are falling on the incident on the object. After getting reflection, the reflected rays, they travel in the form of parallel rays. Now I am going to draw the parallel rays from the object, long distant object. This is the first parallel ray. This is the second parallel ray from the long distant object, and this is the third parallel ray. That parallel rays are traveling, is it clear? And they are parallel to the principal axis also. Now these are all the rays which are traveling from very far from the lens. Are you clear? Now you can rub the unwanted things. Now the how many rays are drawn? 4 rays are drawn. After incident on the lens, what will happen? After getting refraction, they will pass through the principal focus. So this is the rule what we have learnt already. After getting refraction, all the rays will pass through the principal focus on the other side. Are you clear? So after getting refraction, the ray gets refracted and then it is passing through the principal focus on the other side. So very carefully, if you draw all those things, you will get a beautiful picture. The all rays are converged here. That's why convex lens is called converging lens. Now only you are getting the image. Now we have to describe how the image is. Are you clear? Here only you are getting the image. Understand? Image can be caught on the screen. Understood? Image can be caught on the screen. Object is at infinity. Are you clear? The nature of the image will be, okay, that can be caught on the screen. No, that's why this is called as real image. What is this? Real image. And then the size of the image is too small. Therefore, it is called as diminished. Are you clear? Diminished. And the nature of the image will be inverted. There all buildings are in the erect form, buildings, trees, everything in erect form. But here on the screen you will be getting the inverted image. So these are all the descriptions about the image. Are you clear? That can be caught on the screen. The name of this method is also called as distant object method. The thing what I have explained is called distant object method, that you will be doing at lab also. Okay, I will send the video also for distant object method. Okay, this is the first case. In the first case, what we have done, the object was kept at infinity and the image is caught on the screen at f. Are you clear? We are going to draw the ray diagram for the second case. Now the object to be placed at beyond 2f. Okay, you know what is 2f? Beyond 2f, the object to be placed. Now, object is nothing but our candle. One candle to be used. That candle can be drawn here like a arrowhead. Are you clear? Now I am going to draw one arrowhead. That arrowhead that shows the candle. The candle, it acts as a object that is kept beyond 2f. Now we are going to catch the image on the other side, and then we have to draw the ray diagram also. With the help of ray diagram, we can explain how the nature of the image will be. Object is kept beyond 2f. Draw the ray diagram now. From the head of the object, we have to draw one line. Are you clear? You know what will happen. That one will pass through f after getting refracted. If any ray is passing parallel to the principal axis after getting refraction, that one will pass through which one? F. Now it is drawn. Refracted ray is drawn. Now one more ray to be drawn from the head of the object. That one will pass through the center of the lens. Are you clear? Through the center of the lens, another ray to be made to pass through. From the head of the object we have to draw. Are you clear? Now from the head of the object it passes through the center of the lens. Now look at that, both the two rays are intersecting here. This ray, it won't deviate, it will pass through the center of the lens. Here only we are going to get the object. Are you clear? Look at the object here, that is drawn just below to the line. Therefore I am drawing the image now. Are you clear? That is drawn with the inverted arrowhead. So look at the size of the image. The size of the image is too small. Therefore this is the image. Here if it is read as AB means this one should be read as, here AB is drawn. Here this is to be taken as the upper one, so bottom portion to be taken as A, this one is B. Now you are getting inverted image. Inverted. Talagida theriyunu artham. Purjudha? Inverted image. And it can be caught on the screen. Therefore it is called real. The third one is size of the image is small when compared to the object. So this is the object. Candle is the object. And then the size of the image is too small. Therefore it is called diminished. What is this? Diminished image you will get. So like that we have to describe the nature of the image. So this is the method of drawing the ray diagram for the second case. In second case where the object is kept beyond 2f, that you should not forget. Understood? Now we are going to learn the third case. Now the object is to be placed exactly at 2f and we are going to see how the image is formed. Here I am going to keep the candle here. That's why I am drawing a vertical arrowhead line. This one can be named as AB. Are you clear? AB can be named. Now we are going to draw the ray. Okay, the first ray to be drawn from the head of the object. That ray is traveling parallel to the principal axis. After after getting refracted, the ray it passes through the F as per the rule. Are you clear? Now another ray to be drawn from the same head. Now the ray is passing through the center of the lens. That is very important. This point and this point both have to be coincided and extend the line. Is it clear? If you extend the line, look at that. See, look at the beautiful ray diagram you are getting. Here only you are getting the image exactly at 2f. exactly at 2f you are getting the image. Are you clear? So the image is obtained exactly at 2f. Could you understand this? Now look at the size of the image. The size of the object and size of the image both are same. Understood? So since it is, the line is hiding the position, I have written 2f. Now this is the thing called image. This is the thing which is called as object. Now we are going to describe how the nature of the image is. The size of the object and size of the images both are same. So what should be written? The image is same as that of object. Image is same as that of object. Are you clear? Both are having same size. Are you clear? The second one is inverted. தலைகீழா இருக்கிறதுனால என்ன எழுதணும்? That should be written as inverted. The third one, are you clear? It can be caught on the screen. Therefore, it is called as real image. So this kind of description must be written. And draw the arrowhead. They are all ray diagram. No, don't forget to draw the arrowhead. So third case is over. Okay. We are going to learn the fourth case. Before going to tell about the fourth case, I would like to tell one important thing, that this 2f is otherwise called as C. C means center of curvature of the lens. On either side, two center of curvatures are there, that you should not forget. Are you clear? 2f sometime it is also called as center of curvature. Now in the fourth case, we are going to keep the object exactly between f and 2f. Are you clear? F and 2f. Now I am placing the candle between f and 2f. Understood? So very interesting case. Now this is to be placed between f and 2f. The candle is placed here and it can be named as AB. Are you clear? AB. It can be named as AB. Now draw the ray diagram. Now from the head you have to extend the line. The ray is passing parallel to the principal axis. After the refraction, getting refraction, it passes through the f on the other side. That is already known one. Now from the same head, the ray to be drawn, that is passing through the center of the lens. That is passing through the center of the lens. Now this ray to be extended, okay. Now it is passing through O. Now it is intersecting here. These two rays are intersecting here. Are you clear? Now only here only you are getting the image. There you can write it as I. Now I am going to draw the image on the other side. Now here only I am catching the image. Therefore I have drawn the downward arrowhead. Are you clear? Since it is AB, the inverted image, no, therefore it can be called as clear. Instead of AB, we have to write it as BA. Understood? This one should be B and this one should be A, inverted. Now I am going to describe how the image is. Image is, nature of the image will be, the nature of the image will be inverted. The nature of the image will be inverted and it can be caught on the screen, therefore it is real. And compare the object size is clear AB, but here the image is little bit clear, it is having its height is increased. Are you clear? So now here we have got an enlarged image, therefore we have to write it as magnified. You are getting a magnified image when the object is placed between f and 2f. Here the lens, it magnifies the object. There you have got a magnified image. Understood? Now we are going to learn how to draw the ray diagram for the fifth case. Here in this case, the object, that is candle, to be placed exactly at F. Are you clear? And it is named as AB. Again, is clear? As usual, we have to draw the ray diagram. Now the rays to be drawn from the head of the object, as usual. You know very well that after getting refracted, that one will pass through F. Understood? So this is the refracted ray. One more ray to be drawn from the head of the object. that is passing through the center of the lens. Are you clear? Now what happens? Look at that. Now this ray, after drawing without any deviation, it travels. Look at both the two rays. Clear. They will be intersecting at somewhere else. At infinity alone, both of them may be intersecting. So you are not able to catch the image very closer to the lens. So image is caught at infinity. Image is caught at infinity. Very, very important. Are you clear? Image is caught at infinite distance. That's why we call it as infinity. And we are not able to describe how the image will be. Are you clear? At somewhere else, this one can be caught. Most probably that one may be larger than the object. The size of the image will be larger than the object. So this is the object. The candle flame is nothing but that is the object. So like that we have to draw the ray diagram for the which case. This is for which case? This is for fifth case. Understood? Now we are going to learn the last case in the case of convex lens, that is sixth case. Now we are going to place the object between O and F. This is the most important case. Now if a candle or any other object is placed between these 2 points, that is O and F, now you will be getting a magnified image, but it will be a virtual one, very interesting one. Now the lens it will act as a magnifying lens. I have kept the object between which and which, O and F. Now this one can be named as A and B. Are you clear? Now I am going to draw the ray diagram. Very important case this one. It is kept between O and F. First you draw the ray from the head of the object. As usual, the deviated refracted ray, that one will pass through the F on the other side. Are you clear? Now I am going to draw one more ray from the same head of the object. Now it is passing through O. Are you clear? Now look at both the two rays, both are deviating. They are not parallel. One ray is moving in this direction, another ray is traveling in the other direction. In between these two, the distance increases. Now what I have to do now, this line, this is to be extended. Look at that, by dotted line, this line must be extended like this. This line to be extended with the help of the scale. Place a scale on the ray. This line to be extended by dotted line. Are you clear? Both the two rays are intersecting at somewhere else. Here both the two rays are intersecting. You just rub the extra line there. Now I am going to draw the image. Here only that both are intersecting. The extra line that should be rubbed. Okay, only then you will get the clarity. Are you clear? Here only both are intersecting. Now from the intersecting point towards the principal axis, I am going to draw the image. How the image must be drawn? No, by the dotted line, not by continuous line. The thing what I am drawing is called image. The image is caught on the same side of the object. Object is here, very close to the object, image is caught. Are you clear? Why I have drawn the dotted line? No, the image cannot be caught. The image is called as virtual. Since the image is not able to be caught on the screen, the nature of the image is called virtual. Compared to the size of the object, the size of the image is bigger. Therefore, it should be called as enlarged, or you can call it as magnified. Are you clear? And the image is caught just above the line. No, therefore this one must be an erect. Are you clear? This one will be an erect image. There is a difference between inverted image and erect image. Now only you have got the erect image. The remaining previous 6 cases, just we got the inverted image. Now only you have got the erect image. It's a very special case. Now only the lens, it acts as the magnifying lens. If you keep your eye here, if your position of your eye is here, if you keep your eye here, the magnified image of this object can be seen with the help of your eye. Your eye position is here. The rays, they will reach your eye and you are able to see the magnified image of the object. Now the lens, it acts as the magnifying lens. If you want to magnify anything, very small things, very small tiny things, so clear where the object must be kept. The object must be kept between O and F. Only then the lens will magnify the things. Very important case. Understood? Now we are going to see the ray diagrams in the case of concave lens. Just we are going to learn two cases alone. In the first case, the lens is kept focused towards the long distant object. Are you clear? At very long distance, the objects are there. It may be a tree or whatever it may be. Now, I am going to draw the rays which are traveling from long distance, and imagine that these are all the rays which are traveling from long distance. Are you clear? So I have drawn the first ray. After getting refracted, what will happen? The ray gets diverged. Are you clear? In the case of convex lens, the ray gets converged, but here the ray gets diverged. Now I am going to draw the diverging ray. While drawing the diverging ray, the scale must be kept very closer to that F. Are you clear? Now this point and this point both must be in coincidence and extend the line. This name of the ray is called, what is this? Diverging ray. But it appears to come from F. Understand this? It appears to come from F. Are you clear? So this is the principal focus in this side now. Are you clear? It appears to come from this principal focus. Now I can draw one more ray. If one more ray is drawn, you can understand it very well. It comes and it falls. It diverges. After divergence, it appears to come from this point. Therefore, this point and this point, both of them must be coincided, and you have to draw the diverging ray. But it appears to come from where? This point F, principal focus. I will draw one more ray just below to the principal axis. This is another ray. After getting divergence, I am going to draw the diverging ray, refracted ray, but it appears to come from where? This F. After that, you draw the refracted ray. Could you understand the concept? Now I am going to draw one more ray, parallel ray. Now what happens? It is going to get diverged, but it appears to come from this point. Are you clear? Draw the divergent ray, but it appears to come from this point. Understood? Now this is the principal focus. In between the center and principal focus, you can measure the focal length of the concave lens. So when the object is kept at infinity, what happens? A virtual image is formed here. Here only you will be getting the virtual image. This one cannot be caught on the screen. That's why this is called virtual image. The size of the image is very much smaller. The long distant object, it cannot be caught, but the size of the image which is caught here will be very much small when compared to the object. Are you clear? So this is the first case in the case of concave lens. Understood? Now we are going to draw the ray diagram for the last case in the case of concave lens. If the object is placed anywhere in front of the lens, you will be getting the same kind of image. It can be kept at F, or it may be in between F and 2F, or it may be at F 2F, or it may be beyond 2F. Anywhere you can keep, but you will be getting the same kind of image. Just as an example, is it clear? I am going to keep the object between F and where? The 2F. The name of the object can be called as AB. Are you clear? Now I am going to draw the ray diagram to get the image. How to draw? First you draw the first ray. The first ray to be drawn from the head of the object. it travels towards the lens. After getting refracted, the ray, it appears to come from the principal focus. So therefore this point and this point, both of them to be in same line. Extend the line. This is the refracted ray, but it appears to come from which line? This principal focus. This one appears to come from this principal focus. Draw the line, dotted line here from the principal focus. One more ray to be drawn. Another ray, it travels from the head of the object. It travels through the center of the lens. Draw a line. So this one travels in this direction. Are you clear? Now this ray and this one both are intersecting here. No, there only you are getting the image. You are getting a small tiny image, very small diminished image you will be getting here, but you will be getting the erect one. Are you clear? That one can be called as A dash, B dash, A dash, B dash. Very small diminished image you will get. So this is the object and this is the image. How the nature of the image will be? Image will be small, no, therefore it should be called as diminished, and you are getting the erect image, and this image cannot be caught on the screen, therefore it should be called as virtual, where it is caught on the same side of the object. Image is caught on the same side of the object. So these are all the descriptions must be written while drawing the ray diagram. You can keep anywhere else. This object that can be kept anywhere else, but you will be getting the same kind of image. Understood? So this is the last case in the case of concave lens. Understood? So I have explained 6 cases in the case of convex lens, 2 cases in the case of concave lens. These ray diagrams are very much essential. Okay, only then we are able to understand the concept of lenses. Here I have used the graph sheet to get the precise ray diagrams. You also practice the ray diagrams by using graph sheet. Understood? The ray diagrams will be asked in the examination. Their graph sheet won't be given. In the ordinary paper you have to draw. Are you clear? You take some approximate measurement for f and 2f and draw the ray diagram. All the best. Thank you.